Oh, John. Hey, this is a lot of words for boasting. You got a boaster. He could be he could be a blowhard, a blowwolf, a brag, a braggito, a braggart, a bragger, an egotistic, a vaunter. Ow. That's going to be thesaurus.
Gotten Himmel.
Go finger.
Kensil Culture. Puppets, props, puns, podcasts.
Hey, I'm going to throw the book at him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kensil Culture. Okay, the Pop Culture Magazine. I am the legendary wit announcing for the one, the only, bow tie wearing Mr. John Kensil.
I've got this outfit on. I'm going to, my name is now John X. Now we love talking about movies and stuff like that. Movies are current from 1985 on. Wid, this bow tie here, right? Right there, a little bow tie.
Put that up again, John. Let me see how much you look like him. Which one's the dummies, folks? Come on. And that's just, I can't tell the difference.
Hey, look at me.
That's almost Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman should have sued for that. That's almost Pee Wee Herman.
Right.
If you gave him a haircut in a different color suit,
I'm Mr. Merganti.
Freaking Pee Wee.
This is Mr. Merganti.
Yeah.
But the thing I want to say, we're going to talk about movies for a second. There's a famous.
I got you a pack of cards.
Oh.
Because a lot of people around here said you weren't playing with a full deck, so I thought
You'll pay for that. Pee Wee Herman passed away July 30th. Yeah.
God bless Pee Wee.
Right, after a 6-year battle, he had a form of leukemia that spread to his lungs.
Paul Rubin.
But people go, they'll talk about the Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Well, I found a bunch of outtakes from the movie online. This isn't a joke. It really did, right? The movie's very visually neat to see because of Tim Burton was an animator for Disney, and then he started making movies, and this is one of his first ones. Well, I saw a couple of scenes in the movie that weren't online, that weren't in the original movie. When Pee Wee Herman gets the bow tie, he goes to the magic store, and the guy, Mario, goes, and Pee Wee's like, "Hi, Mario," and he's like, "Oh, my good friend Pee Wee," right? And he shows him stuff he has. He gives Pee Wee a pack of trick gum that we see he gives to Francis and his father. Headlight glasses, so when Pee Wee puts them on, all the animals around them.
Right.
But he gives them a boomerang bow tie. It looks just like this, okay?
You're talking to a prop comic. I know each and every one of them.
Well, in the movie, he only uses the prop gum,
right,
gives to Francis and his dad, and the headlight glasses. Well, the outtaken scene was Pee Wee's being chased by the security guards in the end of the movie where he rides his bike through the studios, past Godzilla. Right? Well, he's hiding in an old West set, okay? And he wants to distract the cops. So he takes his boomerang bow tie off and bends it like a boomerang, and he throws it, and it flies across the street and breaks a window, and the security guards all go running in to see what the noise was. But while he's standing there, the bow tie comes back. And he puts it back on, right? That was not in the movie because it really didn't gel. It didn't really fit the movie. And but there's a bunch of scenes like that when he yells at Amazing Larry. Just very, very neat. But
I enjoy outtakes sometimes because you can see them do 10 different jokes about the same thing, and they only use one.
Yeah,
look up in the sky. And they'll say something, a punchline there. But then they'll say, look up in the sky, and it'll be another punchline. So I enjoy that process.
That's what I mean, though. Exactly. Well, on the episode before, I was being critical of Hollywood, how they made us think that they're the greatest people in the world, they're better than us. Not in that sense, jealous. when someone says he thinks they're so better than us. I didn't mean it like that, but they're magical people. But you think
Magical
about
people.
they act on a screen there, right? They're given a script. They're given 78 takes to get it right. If they flub or the directors, right? Let's see a fireman get that opportunity, or a child brain surgeon or something like that, or someone who works at Collegeville Costumes, right? You don't get a chance to do something 78 times. Anyway, well, Wid, I know you've done it a couple of times, and so have I. I recently had to audition for a sitcom. Okay, a friend of mine, very successful, shot a couple, and actually very funny. The stuff he has online, very funny. I don't want to get too detaily. That sounds like I'm hiding things, right? His name is S. Spielberg. No, but he's filming a sitcom that can take off. It's very similar to like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, a generic grassroots thing, and it's very funny. Well, I had to audition. I played a father, and
that's a stretch.
yes, right, because I shoot crazy foam, but they have in the movie in the script though. No one's gonna pick that up.
Script out.
Right. Today when you audition for something, you do it online, like a phone.
Okay.
Years ago you would come into a studio and they give you your lines and you do it over the desk.
Next, please.
Yeah.
We'll call you.
Which I always thought was seriously. I think 90% of casting is how you look when you walk in that door there.
Yeah.
Right. He looks like a rough and tumble surfer or this and that. Right. So I had to audition. So it's nice. It was only 2 pages here, but it was instant dialogue. I have a friend who's a Civil War actor. I had him read the other lines in the script, the person I was interacting with.
Charge.
Okay, right. And
Charge.
So it's an audition. It's not the actual movie. And I said, you're reading the line straight. You're not acting. Just read the line. I'll do the reacting. All right. I play a father coming and yelling at his son. Right. Well, a couple of times I said I say the line was like, I work 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, 12 months a year, work, and here you are screwing everything up. And that's what's in the script, and he's reading it. If I said it backwards, I work 12 months a year, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. The person I was reading it goes, stop, you're not reading it in order. I'm like, they get the gist. I didn't change it. The line's still in the sentence. It doesn't. But anyway, so I just bit my tongue and continued on. But I had to audition for it. I didn't get it, but it was just very interesting. But I have acted in other people's videos before. And it is really fun. And it's
because if you would have gotten on, in front of the camera, all right. Without, they would have went, look, cut.
Yeah, right. He said the instead of the. You're done in this town. Look at that guy. There's the casting couch. That's how you get hired if you're an actor. But I've acted before in other things too. And I guess the deal is you have to keep doing it. Like I've read about some actor who said he went on. I think it may have been George Costanza from Seinfeld. Said that he went on like 200 auditions before he booked one.
They're hard, and I've only been in like 1 or 2 different things, and it was through friends who thought I'd be as good of an actor as I was. But I'll admit that the acting is sort of still mysterious to me, and I enjoyed that you actually got your face on on a legit movie.
Oh yeah,
that you can tell your grandchild. Oh, I'm sorry, John.
I shoot crazy film. They have
your great nieces and nephews.
But it's just interesting that you get worked up so bad about scripts because in your mind you think in 3rd grade I'd do a Shakespearean play or dialogue. No, it's BS. It's like simple lines. Like, I'm going to the store. What do you want? It's like, right? No one's saying like, oh my God, you have to know these intricate dialogue of NASA spacecraft.
I always heard
terms.
that making a movie was like eating an elephant with a spoon.
It takes forever.
It's very meticulous and out there. You couldn't have classics like, Gonga Din. You're a better man than I if you can find something as good as Gonga Din. All right.
Rated B for boring.
You couldn't have anything like Merrily Yours with Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was chasing around the desk by David O. Selznick, when she got a little older, and right over there. Or, John, you couldn't have, you couldn't have Splatman, okay? Splatman is a,
Is that an adult romance video?
it's a actual porno based on, and they call it Splatman.
Instead of Batman.
A lone dark figure spurts through the night.
Oh my God.
I know. I mean, how they can take something.
My
that
birthday just came by.
You can have that, John. That's Splatman.
See this movie here? You just mentioned this
I
earlier.
love that movie.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Gunga Din is the greatest.
Sam Jaffe played him, right?
Yep.
Well, did you
Sam Jaffe, who was also Dr. Zorba.
Did you ever hear the Gunga Din song? If you lose your key, how you Gunga Din? Anyway.
Woo, you're a better man than I, Gunga.
But Wid recently was no, it's funny. Or well, we're going right for our key audience. Oh, Gunga Din fans.
Or here's a quote. Here's a quote from Splatman.
Yeah.
Okay, some crooks are going to take it on the chin.
This is going to be discussed.
God.
This is going to be discussed on the Reese Company. They're going to analyze this movie.
He's got like a big splat on his chest right there.
Gott in Himmel.
That's him.
But Wid was just in a horror movie. Some people, Daryl Charles and Samantha Russell, filmed in the area, and Wid plays Wid's the victim of a serial killer in the movie, and Wid filmed a scene where his eye got ripped out of his head.
Oh, I did, and they caught me though because I was laughing during it. I think that I ruined that movie by being such a bad actor.
You know what ruined that movie? Someone turned their computer on when they wrote it.
Yeah. They didn't let me tell my own jokes. He had these like very. I'm just saying, but I think I ruined the thing.
Something else too. I also was in another movie.
Yeah.
It was a sketch called Babe Ruth Time Traveler.
Okay.
Right.
I was in that too.
Well,
I was.
You were like a mystic.
I was the wizard at the end. Oh,
right.
I forgot all about that.
And it was weird because Wood had no dialogue, but people in their mind thought this would be a good idea. Oh, we could play the wizard. Well, when they filmed it, like they had no budget, no wizard costume, and had Wood wearing like colorful clothes, just going, and it was just really weird. Didn't fit. Also, you know what I didn't like about it?
You know how hard it was to remember those lines. I had to do it in a direct. The author wouldn't let me.
What I didn't like about it was I said to when he first made it, this film, it was supposed to be 5 minutes long at the most, 5 minutes long. Babe Ruth travels through time, comes to the day, and he eats hot dogs and just a screw up, right? Somebody who made the movie, and you're allowed to do that's their initiative. They made it 25 minutes long. So, that's saying about Saturday Night Live, it's a sketch that goes on too long. They threw everything in here. And now, the tighter the better is always the number one thing.
That's exactly what they say in Splatman, okay? I mean, behind the quiet facade of stately Stain Manor, okay?
Bruce Stain.
Lurks a brooding presence, Bruce Stain.
Oh, God.
Is more than he seems. The criminals of the city are truly going to have their hands full. Justice has a new name. Stain Man.
Splatman. Stain Man. But it's neat. If you ever get a chance to try out for a movie, it's neat. Also, too, you get all gung ho when you want to be in this movie, but then you got to realize you got to bring hairspray because if they film outside, you might look. So I'm in that scene, right? The Babe Ruth Time Traveler. I look like the Crypt Keeper. I look like I was just all sweaty and disheveled. I'm like, but their hearts were in the right place. I'll say that.
Yes, the heart was in the right place. And the guy who played
H. Foley.
H. Foley, okay, a nice guy.
Oh, he has him and Kevin Ron up in New York, and they have a very popular podcast that's really, really growing called "Are You Garbage?" And they do a stage show. They're about the Fillmore in Philadelphia coming up. Check it out. They're out there. They're getting real good notoriety. They're hustling. Good guys. And that's it for this episode of Hollywood.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in once again to Kensil Culture, the pop culture magazine. I, myself, legendary Wid, right over here is John Kensil. And what do we want the people to do, John?
Hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and tell your friends.
And watch Splatman.
Yes. Tim Spurton directed it.